Hey guys, how are you? It's Wednesday, just after Valentine's Day. And I know a lot of you guys are saying, Kumbaro Tommy, all we hear is about how much money you and the Getty boys were making, and we love it, and the fights, and we love it, the bars, the strippers. We love all these stories 2 times. Playing gambling. What about love life? Well, people, there was plenty of room for love life. See, one of the things is my Umbaraton, he was oversexed. Now, I happen to have a pretty large sexual appetite myself, so when I started getting closer to Tony, he was telling me about, he's approaching 150 girls, and I'm like really interested in getting involved in this. I was a pretty good looking guy back then, and it wasn't the hardest thing, but, I really had a little catching up to do. But, let me tell you, I caught up. I caught up quick, and, I remember one day, me, the Getty boys, Savas had his crew there. We ended up becoming one big crew in McMahon, but you put it like this. I said, Tony, reach out to the boys, Savas, reach out to Milton, tell them I want to go to Florida for the weekend. Tony says, well, it's the first fucking weekend we just started. What do you mean, let's go on vacation? I said, yeah, let's take a trip to Florida. So, I called my pilot. He says, Tommy, it's a holiday. You think I'm going to stop everything? I said, yeah, well, it's me, my Uncle Gene, Dino. Dino was one of the guys that I reported to Dino. And, all right, fine. But I'm going to have to leave you guys in Jacksonville. Now, mind you, the destination was University of Florida, so that was like Tallahassee, and it was like, whoa, Florida's a big fucking state. Now, Tony gets back to me, mind you. He says, Tommy, I got good news and bad news. Milton's out, Savas is in. And, all it took was persuasion of a little bit of poussoir and, Florida women, and that's it. Savas was in. Tony, he never thought twice about it, really, to be honest with you. He said, what time is the flight? So anyways, the truth be told, your guy right here 2 times thought he was falling in love with a Turkish girl. And to be quite honest with you, I was. I was in love. And, this was an amazing thing. I was going to surprise her at her college. So I got the guys, got the Getty boys. It's just me, Tony, and, the Rikers, Norwalk, Salas. And we're flying to Florida. Now, mind you, this was my idea, so even though these guys are down for whatever, it's kind of on me this whole weekend, So, we get to Jacksonville, and we find out Tallahassee's 10-hour bus ride, and the bus ride is Greyhound. Now, I don't know, I know you guys are too young to know about Greyhound. Back then, Greyhound was primarily used for people that were recently incarcerated and trying to get back home to their final destination, somewhere in America. So the only people that took Greyhounds were people that were coming out of jail or below the poverty line because they would get these tickets from the welfare office. It was the only way to transport drugs from Virginia to New York, and these trucks were getting pulled over every 20 minutes. But like I said, we're the Getty boys. We're the badass motherfuckers. Back then, you could travel with, I know Tony had his 9, because he brings his 9 wherever he goes. So obviously, I was nice with my hands, and you guys know that. If you guys are lucky, I'll leave a little picture from that weekend. But mind you, the lover boy that I am. Now, I'm with Tony Valentine's, so I got a one-up on him. I get there, and it was starting to get dark out. And I think we had a limo at this point because we got from the Greyhound. So I called my limo driver. He brought us in. And, I noticed a smirk with Tony and Salvas. They're kind of like elbowing each other. And I think they got some joke on me or whatever. But they kind of knew something was going on. So the girl's in with Juliana. And we get there, and my limo driver's honking the horn at her apartment, and she reluctantly comes out downstairs, kisses me on the cheek, kisses Tony with a big hug and kiss. Oh, you guys are crazy. My friends from my hometown came to surprise me. Not like, hey, the man of my life is here. My goodness. So it turns out the first 2 weeks in college, she was already hooked up with her neighbor. So, mind you, they didn't throw it in my face, but Tony and Salvas knew the whole time. I think I went down there and French kissed her. Yeah, I Frenched her. And if you fuckers like this story, and you know how your Playboy is right here, there's plenty more girl stories, the Trident tits, there's so many stories, peg legs. I got so many good stories about women and their smells and their routines. If you like this kind of story, if you like it, press like and subscribe. If you don't, then bafangul. Adios, motherfuckers.